Hey everyone, what's going on? Happy Tuesday night. If you're here, say hello, let me know who's here, where you're tuning in from. This is the Showtunes show that I'm doing for you. This is the third edition of the Showtunes show. It's always like this crazy, it's a lot of work. I don't mean to complain, I'm happy to do it, I love doing it, but it's a whole other ball of wax than doing my cute little pop songs every week. I'm going to start my show tonight. I had a couple requests for this show, which is really cool. I love it when you guys give me requests, and thank you for, thanks for taking the time to ask for things and make my job interesting. So I'm Todd Alsup. This is Virtual Piano Bar. I do this show every single... Hey, Jackie, what's going on? Michelle is here. Sue is here. Hi. Daniel Gooding, it's great to see you. Thank you for tuning in. Warren, I think this was your request. This is the start. We're going to start the show with Warren's request. Here we go. I thought I'd start stuff off with some tribal stuff. Let's commune together. My mom is here. Bill Souter is here. Eileen, nice to see you. Thank you for being here. Hey Chip, from the day we arrive on the planet and blinking we step into the sun. Hey Debbie, there is more to see than can ever be seen, more to do than can ever be done. There's far too much to take in here. Hey Linda, or to find that can never be found. But the sun rolling high in the sapphire sky keeps granted small on the endless round. It's the circle of life, and it moves us all through despair and hope, through faith and love, till we find our place on the path unwinding, yeah, in the circle of life, in the circle of life. When the moon is in the seventh house and Jupiter aligns with Mars, then peace will guide the planet and love will see the stars. This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius, the age of Aquarius. Harmony and understanding, sympathy and trust abounding. No more falsehoods or derisions, golden living dreams of visions, mystic crystal revelations, and the minds to liberation. Aquarius, Aquarius. When the moon is in the seventh house and Jupiter aligns with Mars, then peace will guide the planet and love will see the stars. This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius, the age of Aquarius. Aquarius, 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 oh Aquarius, Aquarius. Yeah, that's my opening number for you guys. Thank you so much. I see all these lovely comments coming in. I'm so happy you're here. Thank you for tuning in with me. This is going to be a fun night. I've got a bunch of fun stuff for you. I'm super excited that you're here. If you're new here, my name is Todd Alsup. This is Virtual Piano Bar. I do the show every single Tuesday night from my home in Manhattan in New York City, straight to you, wherever you may be. Tell me wherever you may be. Say hello and let me know where you're tuning in from. If you feel so inclined, take a moment to share this broadcast with your friends on your page. Let's make it a party. And great, I'm going to keep rolling along. I'm going to put on my crown. And I've been a little bit remiss in these past couple of Showtune shows. How do I want to do this? Because I haven't done a whole lot of like contemporary stuff. And so I thought that I would rectify that and do some newer stuff. Now, the deal is with the show, it's fun if you sing along in the comments. So there's a part in this song that goes like this. We'll get there in a minute. It goes la da 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 da, which you can just call la 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 if you want. But when we get there, sing along with me. Let me know you're singing along by typing it in the comments. Hey Carol, nice to see you. Hi Susie. I'm so glad you're here. Scott from P-Town is here tuning in. Love you guys. You say the price of my love's not a price that you're willing to pay. You cry in your tea which you hurl in the sea when you see me go by. Why so sad? Remember we made an arrangement when you went away. Now you're making me mad. Remember despite our estrangement, I'm your man. You'll be back, soon you'll see. You remember you belong to me. You'll be back, time will tell. You'll remember that I served you well. Oceans rise, empires fall. We have seen each other through it all. And when push comes to shove, I will send a fully armed battalion to remind you of my love. La da 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 da, la da 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 da, la da 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 da. You say your love is draining and I can't go on. You'll be the one complaining when I am gone. And no, don't change the subject, 'cause you're my favorite subject, my sweet submissive subject, my loyal royal subject, forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. You'll be back like before. I will fight the fight and win the war for your love, for your praise, and I'll love you till my dying days. When you're gone, I'll go mad, so don't throw away this thing we had. 'Cause when push comes to shove, I will kill your friends and family to remind you of my love. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. Everybody, la da 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 la da 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 da. La da 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 la da 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 da. A little Hamilton for this evening for you guys. I have to tell you, this is not an apology of any kind, but most of the time when I do this Showtune show, most of the time when I do these pop shows for you, Poptastic Piano Bar, most of the time it's a song that like I've done a couple of times or I've kind of explored. This is always new. This is every song that you hear in these Showtune shows, it's the first time I've ever done it for anybody. So thank you for being my guinea pigs. Thank you for, giving me an opportunity to sort of learn some of these things and add them to my repertoire. Because I'm about to go and spend the summer in Provincetown and play, we're doing the Billy Nelton show, but I'm also going to be doing, I think, it looks like there will be some piano bar happening. And, the peeps at Piano Bar love a good show tune, so I didn't really have a ton in my book, and I wanted to add some, and I'm using these shows as an excuse to learn some. I'm going to take off my crown. How is everyone doing? How are you all? That last song that I sang, of course, is from Hamilton, which I think if I was going to say what is one of the most magical experiences I ever had in a theater, seeing something, what was something that just like put goosebumps on my arms? The first month that Hamilton opened on Broadway, I went down and stood online to get cancellation tickets. And I stood online for 4 hours, and literally like the minute before the curtain went up, I was the last person to get house seats that they released. And so I saw Hamilton its first month on Broadway, and I had the most primo seats, and it was just electric. So I'm curious to hear from you. What do you think is the most magical show you ever saw? It might have been the show itself, or the experience, or the moment, or just something about it. But what was the show? Where did you see it? And why was it so magical for you? I'm curious to know. I'm going to keep rolling along. I'm going to do something from Dreamgirls. Not the song that you would expect. I checked out like I'm telling you I'm not going, and I was like, no, I can't pull this off. There's a few things that I'm like, I can't pull this off. I was like, I don't want to, no. I'm going to do the other one. The other one goes like this. Look at me. Look at me. I am changing. Trying every way I can. I am changing. I'll be better than I am. I'm trying to find a way to understand, but I need you. I need you. I need a hand. Hi, Dan McGee. I am changing. Hey, Philly. Seeing everything so clear. I am changing. I'm gonna start right now, right here. I'm hoping to work it out, and I know that I can, but I need you. I need a hand. All of my life I've been a fool. How said I could do it all alone? How many good friends have I already lost? How many dark nights have I known? Walking down that wrong road, there was nothing I could find. All these years of darkness make a person blind, but now I can see I am changing, trying every way I can. I'm changing. I'll be better than I am, but I need a friend to help me start all over again. Well, that wouldn't be just fine. I know it's gonna work out this time, yeah, 'cause this time I am, said this time I am. I am changing. I love that song. So these are pretty good magical moments that I'm reading about. I had a couple of those same experiences. I saw Glenn Close in Sunset Boulevard on Broadway. That was pretty amazing. I saw Ragtime on Broadway. That was also a pretty amazing moment. These are cool. I love them. I think the first musical that I ever saw, my mom took me to Toronto. We were on a family trip. We went to Toronto, and she took me to see Cats, and I was probably 10 or 11, and that was pretty cool. We're going to go old school for a second. We're going to do some R&H. Some enchanted evening, you may see a stranger. You may see a stranger across a crowded room, and somehow you know even then, that somewhere you'll see her again and again. Some enchanted evening, someone may be laughing. You may hear her laughing across a crowded room. And night after night, as strange as it seems, the sound of her laughter will sing in your dreams. Who can explain it? Who can tell you why? Fools give you reasons, wise men never try. Some enchanted evening, when you see your true love, when you hear her call you across a crowded room, then fly to her side and make her your own. Or all through your life you may dream all alone. Once you have found her, never let her go. Once you have found her, never let her go. Yeah. A classic. A classic. Yeah, friends. Thanks for being here. I'm so happy you're here. Skylar Beeman, I know that you're tuned in right now. He asked me for a song that I didn't prepare for him, but I'm going to send you a special video this week that'll have it in it. We'll do some new brain for you. I'll send you a video of sailing. I was like cuckoo bird up until the moment that the show started, being like, do I know all of these songs? So far, I think I'm doing all right. I think I'm okay. This is a favorite of mine. This is some Sondheim. There's a great documentary. I think it's still on Netflix. It's about the original cast of Merrily We Roll Along, which was Stephen Sondheim's one of Stephen Sondheim's biggest flops. He had a couple of flops like in his wheelhouse. Of course, he wrote some huge classic big hits, but Anyone Can Whistle was a big flop for him in 1965. I think it only ran like 13 performances. And this show, Merrily We Roll Along, opened in 1981. And they cast it with all these youngsters playing adults, and all these kids like were so excited because they were like starring on Broadway. They were making their Broadway debut in a brand new Stephen Sondheim show, and it was a complete disaster. It's an amazing score, but the production was just a mess. And so there's this beautiful documentary called The Best Worst Thing That Ever Could Have Happened, which is all about these people who were youngsters, teenagers, in 1981, cast in the original Broadway cast of Merrily We Roll Along, and what that experience of being in this high-profile flop and having this, sort of like life-changing dream come true moment happen, and then having it all turn to like a nightmare because it was such a huge flop. What that did to what that meant for their life experience and where it led them in their lives, and it's just really beautiful. So if you get a chance to check it out and you're interested, you guys know that I'm such a nerd for like anything music documentary related, and I just feel like I learned so much about life and art through those kinds of things, and I geek out on them. So, but if you get a chance, it's really good. This is Old Friends from Merrily We Roll Along. Hey, old friends, are you okay? Old friend, what do you say? Old friends, are we or are we unique? Time goes by, everything else keeps changing. You and I, we get continue next week. Most friends fade or they don't make the grade. New ones are quickly made, and in a pinch sure they'll do. But us old friends, what's to discuss? Old friends, here's to us. Who's like us? Damn few. So old friend, fill me in slow. Old friend, start from hello. Old friend, I want the when, where, and how. Old friends do tend to become old habits. Never knew how much I missed you till now. Most friends fade or they don't make the grade. New ones are quickly made. Some of them were something too. But us old friends, what's to discuss? Old friend, tell you something. Good friends point out your lies, whereas old friends live and let live. Good friends like and advise, whereas old friends love and forgive. And old friends let you go your own way, let you find your own way, let you off when you're wrong. You see, the thing is, old friends do leave their brands on you, but old friends never compete. Old friends don't make demands on you, at least not demands you can't meet. Hey, old friends, how do we stay? Old friends, who is to say? Old friends, how an old friendship survives. One day, chums having a laugh a minute. One day comes and they're a part of your life. New friends pour through the revolving door. Maybe there's one that's more if you find one that'll do. But us, old friend, what's to discuss? Old friend, here's to us. Who's like us? Damn few. Yeah. A good little show tune by Stephen Sondheim. There we go. Speaking of documentaries, I'm telling you, like, I watch them all. I love music-related documentaries. I just love them. Last summer, if you have Disney Plus, does anybody out there have Disney Plus? There's a really cool documentary on Disney Plus about the lyricist Howard Ashman, who that's right, Carol, my old friend, that was for you. Who is like us? Damn few. There's a really great documentary out there about Howard Ashman, who was the lyricist writing lyrics to Alan Menken's music. He wrote the lyrics for Little Shop of Horrors. He wrote the lyrics for The Little Mermaid, for Beauty and the Beast, and I believe for part of Aladdin or all of Aladdin. I'm not sure if it was all of the Aladdin score, if he died. He died too young. And there's a whole entire documentary about him and his work, and it's really cool. And one of the things that I learned in that documentary is that he was, Howard Ashman was a great student of musicals and how they worked and storytelling and how songs should function within a musical to sort of like, create momentum. And, I don't know if you remember this, but like Disney cartoons, Disney films, until like The Little Mermaid was a huge turning point. It was the first musical that Alan Menken and Howard Ashman wrote the score for Disney for. And the change was that Howard Ashman brought to the table this idea of, songs have to have a purpose. They serve a function within the story. They have to move things along. The character has to. And so there's this really cool section in the documentary where he sort of educated like the Disney crew, the Disney staff, where he was like, this is how you tell a story with music. And so, I have dreamed for one of these shows of doing a show that talks about sort of the function of songs, because there are different kinds of prototypes of songs within musicals that serve a function. There's the lesson song, there's the song that sort of tells you where you are, that sort of sets the placement. And then, of course, the most iconic, I think, kind of musical theater song is the I Want song, which is usually early in the show where a character expresses what they are seeking, what they want in their lives, which propels them usually on some kind of journey that sets you up for the next 2.5 hours. And so I thought that I would put two of Howard Ashman's best I Want songs back to back and let you feel them out. They're unabashedly, this is what I dream of, this is what I want, this is what I seek in life. I know Seymour's the greatest, but I'm dating a semi-sadist. So I've got a black eye and my arm's in a cast. Still, that Seymour's a cutie. Well, if not, he's got inner beauty. And I dream of a place where we could be together at last. A matchbox of our own, a fence of real chain link, grill out on the patio, disposal in the sink, a washer and a dryer, and an ironing machine. In the tract house that we share, somewhere that's green. He rakes and trims the grass. He loves to mow and weed. I cook like Betty Crocker, and I look like Donna Reed. There's plastic on the furniture to keep it neat and clean. In the pine sol scented air, somewhere that's green. Between our frozen dinners and our bedtime, 9:15, we snuggle watching Lucy on our big, enormous 12-inch screen. I'm his December bride. He's father, he knows best. Our kids play howdy doody while the sun sets in the west. A picture out of Better Homes and Gardens magazine. Far from Skid Row, I dream we'll go somewhere that's green. Look at this stuff. Isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think my collection's complete? Wouldn't you think I'm the girl who has everything? Look at this trove treasures untold. How many wonders can one cavern hold? Looking around here, you'd think, sure, she's got everything. I've got who's it's and what's it and plenty. Oops. I've got who's it's and what's it's galore. You want thingamabobs? I've got 20. But who cares? No big deal. I want more. I want to be where the people are. I want to see them dancing, walking around on those, what do you call them? Feet. Flipping your fins, you don't get too far. Legs are required for walking, dancing, strolling around down that, what's that word again? Street. Up where they run, up where they run, up where they stay all day in the sun, wandering free. Wish I could be part of that world. What would I give if I could live out of these waters? What would I pay to spend a day warm on the sand? Bet you on land they understand, bet they don't reprimand their daughters. Bright young women, sick of swimming, ready to stand and ready to know what the people know. Give my questions and get some answers. What's a fire and why does it? What's the word? Burn. When's it my turn? Wouldn't I love to explore that shore up above? Out of the sea, wish I could be part of that world. Out of the sea, wish I could be part of that world. Carol, to answer your question, Somewhere That's Green, the first song that I sang is from Little Shop of Horrors, and this last one, of course, is from The Little Mermaid. So, both I want songs. A lot of women's songs. I was actually going to start off this section of the show by singing I Enjoy Being a Girl, because it seems like every time I do this Showtunes show, I always pick the girl songs, because I think they're the better ones. So, that was a girl song. I'm about to sing another girl song for you, but, you know. I enjoy being a girl. Yeah. So, we have a virtual tip jar. If you're enjoying the show, it's always greatly appreciated if you drop a couple bucks in my tip jar. That information is scrolling along on the bottom. Venmo, PayPal. You guys have been so great to me this year. Thank you so much for continuing to support the show. And, yeah. The beautiful Heather is producing my show tonight. Thank you, Heather, for being here. Thanks for always doing such a wonderful job. I'm going to do some more contemporary stuff, making up for doing all this oldie moldy stuff all the time. Whenever I see someone less fortunate than I, and let's face it, who isn't less fortunate than I? My tender heart tends to start to bleed. And when someone needs a makeover, I simply have to take over. I know exactly what they need. And even in your case, though it's the toughest case I've yet to face, don't worry, I'm determined to succeed. Follow my lead, and yes, indeed, you will be popular. You're gonna be popular. I'll teach you the proper poise, when to talk to boys, little ways to flirt and flounce. Ooh, I'll show you which shoes to wear, how to fix your hair, everything that really counts to be popular. I'll help you be popular. with the right cohorts, you'll be good at sports. Know the slang you've got to know. So let's start, cause you've got an awfully long way to go. Don't be offended by my frank analysis. Think of it as personality dialysis. Now that I've chosen to become a palace sister and advisor, there's nobody wiser, not when it comes to popular. I know about popular, and with an assist from me to be who you'll be instead of dreary who you were, well, are. Nothing can stop you from becoming popular. La, 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 yeah. We're gonna make you popular. When I see depressing creatures with unprepossessing features, I remind them on their own behalf to think of celebrated heads of state or especially great communicators. Did they have brains or knowledge? Don't make me laugh. They were popular. It's all about popular. It's not about aptitude, it's the way you're viewed. So it's very shrewd to be very, very popular like me. And though you protest your disinterest, I know clandestiny. You're gonna grin and bear it, journey on popularity. Yeah. La, 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 la. You'll be popular, just not quite as popular as me. I feel like every single one of these songs tonight, I needed like a prop. I needed a blonde wig for Audrey. I needed like a red wig for Ariel. Some fins, all of them. All right, I'm gonna keep rolling along. I've still got a lot of songs to do, and I don't have much time. This always happens. I overstuff my shows these days. I had another request. Kelly Maynard is here tonight. I love you, Kelly. I can't wait to meet you one of these days. I know I've said that before, but Kelly's such a sweetheart. She tunes into all of our shows, and she's just such a bundle of positive energy, and we love her for that. So she sent me a message asking for this tune, and it's a good one. I was thinking about doing it. I was like on the sort of precipice, and you pushed me over. So this is another one that you might want to sing along to. I feel like you probably all know the words to this. I don't know how to love him, what to do, how to move him. I've been changed, yes, really changed in these past few days. Hey, Robbie. When I've seen myself, I seem like someone else. I don't know how to take this. I don't see why he moves me. He's a man. He's just a man. And I've had so many men before in very many ways. He's just one more. Should I bring him down? Should I scream and shout? Should I speak of love? Let my feelings out. I never thought I'd come to this. What's it all about? Don't you think it's rather funny that I should be in this position? I'm the one who's always been so calm, so cool, no lover's fool, running every show. so. I never thought I'd come to this. What's it all about? Yet if he said he loved me, I'd be lost, I'd be frightened. I couldn't cope, just couldn't cope. I'd turn my head, I'd back away. I wouldn't want to know. He scares me so, I want him so. I love him so. Yeah, special request for Kelly. I love it. All right. Oh, this one scares me. I'm going to try to do this. You know, I thought I'd try to put together these two Jerry Herman like title tunes. We're going to see how this goes. I don't know if I actually, yeah, I'm fine. I'm not saying anything. I'm just going to do it. I hope you guys are doing great out there. Thank you for the positive comments. I love it so much. I'm so happy you're here. All right. You coax the blues right out of the horn. Name, you charm the husk right off of the corn. Name, you've got those banjos strumming and plunking out a tune to beat the band. The whole plantation's humming since you brought Bixie back to Dixieland. You make our black-eyed peas and our grits seem like the bill of fare at the Ritz. Name, you came, you saw, you conquered, and absolutely nothing is the same. Your special fascinational proved to be inspirational. We think you're just sensational, man. Hello, Dolly. Well, hello, Dolly. It's so nice to have you back where you belong. You're looking swell, Dolly. We can sell, Dolly. You're still glowing, you're still growing, you're still going strong. We feel the room swaying, for the band's playing one of your old favorite songs from way back when. So bridge that gap, fellas, find her an empty lap. Fellas, Dolly will never go away again. She went away from the lights of 14th Street and into her personal haze. Now that she's back in the lights of 14th Street, tomorrow will be brighter than those good old days. Hello, Dolly. Well, hello, Dolly. It's so nice to have you back where you belong. You're looking swell, Dolly. We can sell, Dolly. You're still glowing, you're still growing, you're still going strong. We hear the eyes tinkle, see the lights twinkle, and you still get glances from those handsome men. So, wow, 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 Look at the old girl now, fellas. Dolly will never go away. Dolly will never go away. Dolly will never go away again. There you go. Old school. All right, so we went back to the 60s. That was 1964. I mean, if we're talking Broadway opening dates, 1964, and then this puppy was 1986, 1987. Somebody said Les Mis was on their most magical moments. We'll do some Les Mis. Hey, Michelle. I had dreamed a dream in time gone by, when hope was high and life worth living. I had dreamed that love would never die. I had dreamed that God would be forgiving. Then I was young and unafraid, and dreams were made and used and wasted. There was no ransom to be paid, no song unsung, no wine untasted. But the tigers come at night, with their voices soft as thunder, as they tear your hope apart, as they turn your dreams to shame. He slept a summer by my side. He filled my days with endless wonder. He took my childhood in his stride, but he was gone when autumn came. And still I dream he'll come to me, that we will live the years together. But there are dreams that cannot be, and there are storms we cannot weather. I had a dream my life would be so different from a hell I'm living, so different now from what it seemed. Now life has killed the dream I dreamed. The drama of it all, I love it. For a guy who avoided the genre, you are nailing it each and every evening. You're the best. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you so much. I saw a request for some Phantom. I'll do Wishing You Were Somehow Here Again for you in the next version of Showtunes Show. I promise you that. I promise it will be in. I love that song. I've got time to do two-ish more songs. This one, again, is like, I think probably the hottest show tune around. Everybody wants to sing this. And I had never sung it. And it's not easy. It's not an easy song. So this is my debut singing this. And John Richardson sings this song, and you guys send him waves as he does it. So please do the same for me. Wave to me. learn to slam on the brake before I even turn the key, before I make a mistake, before I lead with the worst of me. Give them no reason to stare. No slipping up if you slip away. Me, I've got nothing to share. No, I've got nothing to say. Step out of the sun if you keep getting burned. Step out of the sun because you've learned, because you've learned. On the outside, always looking in, will I ever be more than I've always been? Cause I'm tapping on the glass, waving through the window. I try to speak but nobody can hear, so I wait around for an answer to appear while I'm watching people pass. Can anybody see? Is anybody waving back at me? We start with stars in our eyes. We start believing we belong, but every sun doesn't rise, and no one tells you when you went wrong. Step out of the sun if you keep getting burned. Step out of the sun because you've learned, because you've learned. On the outside, always looking in, will I ever be more than I've always been? Cause I'm tapping on the glass, waving through the window. I try to speak but nobody can hear, so I wait around for an answer to appear while I'm watching people pass. Can anybody see? Is anybody waving? When you're falling in a forest and there's nobody around, do you ever really crash or even make a sound? When you're falling in a forest and there's nobody around, do you ever really crash or even make a sound? When you're falling in a forest and there's nobody around, do you ever really crash or even make a sound? When you're falling in a forest and there's nobody around, do you ever really crash or even make a sound? Did I even make a sound? Did I even make a sound? And if to never make a sound, will I ever make a sound? On the outside, always looking in, will I ever be more than I've always been? Cause I'm tapping on the glass, waving through a window. I try to speak but nobody can hear, so I wait around for an answer to appear while I'm watching people pass, waving through a window. Can anybody see? Is anybody waving back at me? Is anybody waving? Oh, All right, I survived that. I survived it. The syncopation in that accompaniment is constant, just nonstop. You're pushing all these beats everywhere. So, all right, so I'm going to close. You know I like to close with sort of like a hopeful message. And, the world's looking better and better. Things feel just today. I'll say that out loud. Toddy Pops, yours truly, goes to get his second vaccine shot next week. And then about a month from now, I'm going to move my butt to Provincetown and be there all summer. And so that's not such a horrible thing. So I'm feeling pretty good. I hope you guys are feeling good. I hope you feel like the possibility and hope are on the horizon. And I just hope you all know how grateful I am that you tune in every single week and send me so much love. I really appreciate that. And so I always like to close with something that's kind of hopeful. And one half of this little mashup was a special request. Warren, maybe this was your request? I should have probably looked to see who asked for what, but I took care of the songs. That was the important part. So Once again, thank you for sharing this broadcast on your pages. And thank you for dropping some money in my virtual tip jar. It definitely really goes a long way to help out. And that was very kind of all of you that have already done it already. And thank you. When you walked through a storm, and this is for you, Warren, hold your head up high. And don't be afraid of the dark. At the end of the storm is a golden sky and the sweet silver song of a lark. Walk on through the wind, walk on through the rain, though your dreams be tossed and blown. Walk on with hope in your heart, and you'll never walk alone. You'll never walk alone. Nothing's gonna harm you, not while I'm around. Nothing's gonna harm you, no sir, not while I'm around. Demons are prowling everywhere nowadays. I'll send them howling, I don't care, I got ways. No one's gonna hurt you, no one's gonna dare. Others can desert you, not to worry, whistle, I'll be there. Demons will charm you with a smile for a while, but in time nothing can harm you, not while I'm around. Not to worry, not to worry, I may not be smart, but I ain't dumb. I can do it, put me to it, show me something I can overcome. Not to worry, Mom. Being close and being clever ain't like being true. I don't need to, I would never hide a thing from you like some. No one's gonna hurt you, no one's gonna dare. Others can desert you, not to worry, whistle, I'll be there. Demons will charm you with a smile for a while, but in time nothing's gonna harm you. Nothing's gonna harm you, not while I'm around. I love you guys so much. Thank you for tuning in. That's my show for tonight. That's my Showtunes show, part 3. Join me next week for Poptastic Piano Bar. I'll be taking your special requests. Feel free to drop those in the comments. Let me know what you want to hear next week. Take good care of yourselves. Enjoy this beautiful spring that we're having. And I'll see you next week. Good night.